let me give some level of example. The non-indigenous in Abia State, the Akwa Ibomites, the Imo State people, the Hausa people, or the Arewa people, all the non-indigenous that are resident in Aba and Abia State in general, we offer scholarship to their children. One thing that you must note is that the chairman of Union Seller in Ugulabo, the son is here. The boy was born in Ugulabo, speaks Igbo, has no other place to go other than Ugulabo. So the boy was offered scholarship. The Akwa Ibomite, we encourage them because their residence in Abia State is important to us, even those from Imo State. And you cannot say in Aba you will not relate with them. So you tell them that most indigent, so to say, a child from their group should. Even today, the Widows Association, we ask them to send the most indigent here, their list, and we give them scholarship. So also we did to almost all the groups that we met and we asked them to bring people for scholarship. That's what we did this year. Other years we went also and we'll make sure that it affects all local government. Last year we did 4 per each local government. So all the local government chairmen were asked to bring indigent people in their LGA, and we gave them scholarships. So each year we come with new criteria and we offer scholarships. And we don't know anybody, we just make sure that the critical areas of gap that will support our program the moment, by the grace of God, I become the governor. My manifesto is clear, you must have seen it. If I do, or anybody presently, all the hospitals in the state are getting moribund. People are not doing what they're supposed to do. So, but in my own manifesto, I said, I will do 17 general hospitals. And in these 17 general hospitals, I need X-ray machines in all the 17 general hospitals. I need sonogram. I need EKGs. All of them will be there. Who is going to man it? So I started like 3 years ago to now start offering courses on radiology, on physiotherapy, optometry, medical lab science, public health. So that by the time I'm 1 year in government, by the grace of God, these children would have graduated and the hospitals will be ready. After the NYC, I will send you back to your local government to work in those hospitals and serve. Because it's difficult for me to employ any Yoruba person or people that have knowledge about radiology, they don't have, to send to Arochukwu. So, but right now, I have people trained for Arochukwu, they are here. I have people trained for Ukwa East to Ukwa West on these critical areas of gap. So this is the way I do my projection. So that is exactly how I recruit people here and the subjects they study. I tend to look and balance it so that all the gaps, our state university, unfortunately, have always had opportunity to study arts and humanities. The little science and engineering they do is quite minor. They do architecture and they do optometry. But all the allied health, they are not involved in it. So I had to do these courses for the sake of Ndibo and especially at their states. So that's why I select people all over. Thank you. Let me go to the certificate. And let me talk a little bit about the people that what ABGA represent. You know that I left PDP to ABGA. And some people felt that ABGA is their house and hometown. And I was just coming in there to come and distort them. They even called me that I should stop this governorship and go for Senate. I told them that I left PDP because of the situation I found there that wasn't good to me, and that let me now go to ABGA. So I told him all I came here in ABGA to do was to go for governorship and nothing more. So when they knew, they decided to plant for me, plant everything on this world, all the bombs, anything that they have, they planted it. And one of the things they planted, because they are BOT members in our office, and if you send any paper there, they manipulate it. So they came with certificate forgery. And in this house, he sat here and apologized to me. He didn't say apologize to me. He said, I'm sorry I did not reach you. And I went to the press to say your forged certificate. I'm very sorry. I said, thank you very much. He walked everybody out. Two of us were alone here discussing. He brought the document, Joseph Ibe, that it is from WAEC. I told him, how can I, from primary school, the day I was born, I was baptized as Gregory Ikechukwu Ibe. And I'm a Catholic. I asked him which denomination. He says Anglican. I said the difference between you people and us are quite apart. No Catholic receives two patron saints' name. So my name, baptismal name, is Gregory, which comes from Saint Gregory the Great, the Pope. So that's my patron saint. I've never had any name to do with Joseph. So I told him, if you take me to court, I'll come there and prove myself. It was after he left here. When he was going, I stood up to say bye-bye. He went and said, before he left. So I sent him the voicemail. I said, when will you stop lying? I sent him, I can play it to you. When will you stop lying? How can you come here? You know I'm not a coward. You know what I am. I know you're not a coward. But stop lying against somebody. God will take care of you. Stop lying against me. So it was because of him. This is the certificate. Anyway, can you... Is it not West African Examination Council? Is it not the certificate? This is the certificate. Pass it over. Pass it over. Hold it. Hold it. This is the certificate. So, and this is WAEC.
Open it again. Let's mention the inconsistency of dates.
There. Now I'm coming. This certificate was issued in June 1983. So in June 1983, it was when I finished my secondary school. And I took GCE in 1982. And in the same 83, I took A-level. And I had my A-level, 2 papers in A-level, which means that with those my 2 papers in A-level, I can go to any university, is it not? I just left secondary school and took A-level. When they seize your result, they seize our result, my sciences in Boys High School in Ube. But that not minding, I said, let me go to art subjects. Let me move to art subjects and see what I do, because I thought I could be a scientist. But I ended up being a scientist while I got to business level. I returned back to science because I was class prefect for chemistry and physics. So, but I never took it for any exam. So I now had A level. And I'm happy that when I released this result, the three of them that were fighting me says, if you had this result, why did you allow us to fool ourselves? Now they turn around with all sorts of stories behind it, but let me leave them aside. My brother, I have WAEC, and let's go to my health issue. My health issue is that I want you to people, all of us to know that the politics of Abia State, God knows, left the main issue of politics to a lot of battle behind the scene. People said I had amputated leg. You know why I wore this thing? I wore my knicker. We all men. Did you see my leg amputated? So that's why when they say it on the press, I don't talk. My strategy is no need to reply for anything evil. Let me just be a quiet man. I have built myself from ground zero by the grace of God to where I am. And I wasn't talking to anybody. I wasn't rushing to anybody. And God brought me here. And my good I do is to everybody I see. I don't draw line in any form. You are my brother anywhere you come from. This is how I relate with people. But people don't like men like me, who doesn't draw. Whether you are poor, you are my brother, we can eat together. People like to do big man. I don't like the big manism. So they said health. And when my party came, when at the point, I asked my doctor, I said, please, show them my medical report from America, everywhere. If they see that I have headache, I don't have any ailment, BP, sugar, I don't have any. I don't have heart problem. I've been battling with the principalities and powers in this state. They are still owing me 160 million. I say it every day. And I write to the government every year to pay me my money. 160 million when dollar was almost 130, 140. Check how much it is today. And I did it to make sure that they start the School of Medicine, and which have been denied now. Go to the hospital that I built. I built that hospital. I built APSU. I built Imo Airport. Everything my hand has ever touched, go there and see that the structures are still there. Imo Airport, have the runway failed before? No. Enugu failed 3 times before the federal government they awarded it 3 times. Imo Airport is still as it is because I spent time with my Israeli workers to make sure that we compact that airport to it like Israeli standard. Abia State University, when you go there, don't you feel the ambience of a university? The buildings, the classrooms, they are still there. The teaching hospital, the structures are there, but they've messed it up. Leakage of water here and there, nobody cares. It has water cooled or water chilled air conditioning system to each point. It has a lift. Go now and see what that place is. You will not enter it. You won't even want your enemy to be admitted there. They've all evacuated. Of course, health workers are on strike.